Support for today's episode comes from Dame Products, a sexual wellness brand with the goal of closing the pleasure gap for people with vulvas. And I personally love the versatility of the products, y'all. You know, if it's a G-spot vibrator, you could put it on your nipple, you could put it on your clit. It's just so many options, right? And as a Boonie Breakdown listener, you can receive 10% off your purchase by using the code Boonie10. That's Boonie, all capital letters, 10. You can purchase at dameproducts.com. And if you forgot that, then you can head on over to the show notes and the BoonieBreakdown.com for more information. Hey y'all, it's your girl Boonie, and you're listening to the Boonie Breakdown podcast, your source for all things responsible and ratchet. All right, welcome. I know some of y'all are shocked as shit because I said I was wrapping up and the season was over. I said that 2 weeks ago, 4th of July week. We were done. That was it for season 11. But I gotta tell you, when certain folks reach out to do a podcast with you, then you fucking say to hell with it. This year's shit. And we putting out another episode for this season. And so this week, our guest is Tahoe. Now, I have been wanting to record a podcast with Tahoe for quite some time. So shout out to the homie Sheikah for arranging this, making this happen. But if you're not familiar with Tahoe, he is the host of So Shameless podcast and Hard or Soft podcast. And what I love about him and what I love about our conversation is that he has such an open mind about a lot of topics that we give grief to a lot of Black men about. Like, you following me? You get what I'm saying? And so he has an honesty and a level of clarity about sex and love and relationships that I feel like a lot of Black men want to get to, but struggle with it. And so that is why I fuck with Tahoe. This is a bomb conversation. So you want to stick around for that, because this is one of the people on my little podcast guest wish list. And we put a motherfucking check next to it. All right. I think there's an announcement later in this episode too, so you want to stick to the end of the episode. But it is a good one, I promise you. All right, my pick of the week. I'm gonna name drop Sheikah a lot this episode, but Sheikah had put it in our Patreon group chat to check out The Bear. It's a show over on Hulu. Or I guess it's FX, but I guess it's on Hulu too. I don't know. But it's so good because it stars Lip from I'm so shameless. From Shameless, that was on Showtime. It just got renewed for season 2, but it is so fucking good. It's very stressful. It's a comedy. It's based in Chicago, but it's some Black folk. It's some Puerto Rican folk. It's white folk. It's white trash. It's all that shit. But it's done really, really well. And I feel like the way it's shot, it's very stressful, and it's based about he comes back home to save a family business, essentially, is what it is. But it is really, really good. I think it's 10 episodes, 30 minutes, very quick, very good watch. So check that out on Hulu.
Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Housekeeping.
Not now.
Okay, first up for housekeeping. So again, season 12, we're taking the summer off. Season 12 will start back after Labor Day, all right? So after Labor Day, we will be back with new episodes of the Boonie Breakdown. So go ahead and mark your calendars for that. Also, if you're listening to this the week it drops, July 18th, then Baltimore, I will be seeing you at the Boonie Breakdown Live on July 23rd. We have sold out. There are no more tickets. I know there's a wait list, but if anyone backs out, then I will go to the wait list and the order that you're on the wait list and shoot you an email to say, hey, someone can't come. We have space. But they told me today, I went for a walkthrough. They let me squeeze in a couple more chairs. They told me no more. So that is it. We have no more tickets to the Boonie Breakdown Live Baltimore, which is awesome. But you know, Baltimore, DC, Philly, Jersey, all of you great folks, if you missed out on this show, you know what the fuck you can do. You can head on over to our show up in New York. That is happening Saturday, August 13th. So again, we have Saturday, August 13th up in New York. That will be a great fucking time. And it's like a matinee show. So you can come to the fucking show at 2:00. and be back home in Baltimore to sleep in your bed that night if you don't want to fucking spend the night in New York. But I would encourage you to do so because we trying to fuck up. I know we trying to go to a rooftop. I gotta make that reservation actually, but I know we trying to go to a rooftop. We trying to party. So just get a fucking hotel room, stay the night, and go back to Baltimore, DC, Philly, whatever on Sunday. All right. So you can head on over to theboonieBreakdown.com/live to get your tickets to New York. And then we'll also be down, but we'll be back in season before this show, but we'll be down in Raleigh, North Carolina, the Raleigh Durham area, Columbus Day weekend on Saturday, October 8th. All right. So tickets for all shows, theboonieBreakdown.com/live. All right. So it's not a lot of housekeeping because our season was over, but like I said, Tahoe hit the phone. We recording, so we're back. That's it for me. I'm gonna shut the fuck up and we're gonna get ready to break it down. Hey guys, it's your girl Boonie, and this is an episode I've been excited for a long time. And I gotta shout out the homie Sheikah because she kind of made it happen. She's my manager. So she was able to get podcaster extraordinaire Tahoe here.
Oh my God. What's up, y'all?
Look.
I'm not extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
That's big, man.
I feel like what I love about you is because you bring something different to the space, right? And I wanted to talk about this with you, so we're just going to go there. I feel like we've watched you evolve a little bit. Those of us who followed you along for a long time.
Child. It's been a long road. It's been a long road. And the shit that I got coming up, oh my God.
I think it's dope.
Who am I right now?
But I love it. Because you also hear, and I'm still in my 30s. I'm 37, right? And so I tend to date men in their 40s. And I feel like they be stuck in their ways. And I feel like what I like about you is that you show that there's somebody out there who's willing to evolve and change. And I feel like of all these little podcast clips you see go viral, they be talking bullshit. A lot of them.
It's, the worst things in the world go viral. The worst thing. That's because just everybody has a reaction. So viral is the reaction to some shit that's being said, right? Like, and it's fucked up, because the pressure from society makes you feel like you have to be a certain way. Mm-hmm. You have to, or they're going to come for you, or everybody's going to laugh at you. I remember growing up, I don't know where it came from. It's like, everybody's going to laugh at you. And it was like a big thing not to be the person laughed at. Fortunately for me, I'm an only child.
Are you really?
Most of my life, I've been laughed at. After a while...
You don't act like an only child. Maybe you do.
I think I do in some ways.
Yeah,
but then again, you got to remember that I've gotten a lot older. And then most people only see the character I put out there, right? So you ask my girl, you ask my kids, especially my daughter. She might be like... But over time, I've just stopped caring about what people think because I never get it right anyway. I never get it right. I'm always pissing somebody off. I'm always like, and I said this on one of my shows recently, like, I've spent so much of my life trying to avoid judgment, whether it was from my parents, then it was my friends, then it was girls, women, then it was society. I'm always trying to reconstruct to fit into something my entire life.
So now you just said, fuck it.
No, it got to a point where I didn't know who I was because I've been trying to be the right person for this crowd or for that crowd or for this room or for that room my entire life. And I never got it right. So I started realizing that you had 7.8 billion people. Even if I got half right, I still got 3.9 billion people that are pissed the fuck off no matter what I do.
I think that's a good point because it's exhausting trying to please everybody or to make you fit into what they want you to be.
I like getting my ass ate. I don't care. Sorry. Can I say that on the show?
You absolutely can.
Like,
here's the thing. Can I say something? I still ain't. I have not ate an ass, and I don't know that I would say no, but I'm also going to not offer it either.
I'm not a person that requests, right? So it's not like I'm like, yo,
you're not tooting it up.
Like, you know,
you're not doing that for it.
Like, no, I'm not going that far. But I have realized that I do like different shit. I like experimenting sex after a while. Like, it's almost the same as if you always having sex in the bed. Always. You're like, all right, now on the side. Okay, now on my knees. Okay. You know what they're giving already.
You know what it is. I hate that shit. I was dating somebody for a little bit where I don't want to say I could tell time, but I knew the whole deck of cards. I knew
somebody who I knew what they were gonna say.
Yes. So what do you say? What do you say during sex?
Like, I'm not. What do I say during sex?
Yeah. Like, what's your favorite thing to say?
Fuck.
Okay.
Shit. And I'm in that pussy. I'm in that pussy. Like, when you in that shit and you hear that shit.
The sex noises.
Oh, God. I'm in that. And then when you get to that point, because there's a point, and we spoke about this on Hard or Soft. That's one of my podcasts. We talk about things that make men hard, things that make men soft, where you can actually get into like a pocket of the pussy. And the pussy pocket, to me, I don't know what anybody else is talking about. To me, it's when you're like right there and you're just in that shit. And it's like you're
suction. Like,
yes, it's like you keep hitting that one spot, and it's just like, and it's like very. It's a beautiful.
You feel like you're in it right now.
You're
reminiscing.
And you're not always in it. There are sometimes as a man, when you don't fuck somebody right. And it's not that you didn't get in the pussy pocket, but you just know that you didn't get in that shit. Like, you didn't rock that shit. But there's a level past rocking it. Just fucking, a lot of guys just fuck. When you're essentially into each other and you just find yourself in this one position in her vagina where you're just matching. It's just matching. Your sexual energy versus her sexual energy and your bodies, they are all in alignment at the same time. And it's just like, and that's the noise.
But that's the noise. I love it. It's like,
you just be like, oh, and she feels it. And then there's something for me about knowing I'm hitting that spot.
So you really get off on knowing that you're pleasing the other person, right? Like,
I think,
or do you feel like you both have to take responsibility for what's happening there, but you still enjoy that I'm doing this for her?
When you say take responsibility, what do you mean?
Because I feel like, and I've talked about this in my podcast, where I feel like women sometimes like to fall on the scapegoat that niggas don't know how to fuck. But I feel like a lot of that comes down to women have let a lot of men for years skirt by and you faking it and shit. So I feel like at some point when you're there, I take responsibility for my orgasm because I'm here and I'm present. But I feel like I'm also responsible for the person who I'm laying with. You need to have a good time too. So I'm not going to be here a bump on the log for you, but I know I'm going to speak up and make sure I get mine, but I want to please you too.
I love that. You're one of a kind when you say that. Oh. You sound like somebody that's had this conversation before because you're aware. Yes, women, y'all let us fuck you, which is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you all. You are the real MVP. You let me inside your body. You let me fuck. Like, I'm actually in there. I'm fucking you. Like, yo, this shorty I seen at the bar, she was amazing. Her dress was crazy. Heels was up. Oh, we. And you actually got to the point where you let me put some of my body inside of your body and you like it. I love you for that. My problem is this.
Okay.
You don't tell me when I'm not pleasing you. You just let me do whatever. And you got me thinking I'm rocking some shit. You got me thinking, and now you talking to me different. You're not answering my texts and say, why? It's not my fault that what I'm doing isn't pleasuring to you because you never communicated that to me. Somebody liked it. Or all you bitches been lying. Sorry.
But that's facts.
You
For
didn't tell
some
me.
men, that is the case. I feel like some men, it's no reason why true story. Because I don't mind having the difficult conversations. To your point, I'm letting you inside of me. This is going to be a good time for both of us. So I had to have the uncomfortable conversation with my dude. That wasn't it. Like that wasn't it. And then it was the natural retort. Well, all the other, I hate to break it to you. I'm sure some of them was lying or faking. So as I'm talking it through, I realized he had a one-trick pony. He had one stroke, like that's all he knew. And so, but I was happy that he was at least eager to try new things.
Now that's big though, because I already spoke about what women don't do. As a man, I have been the guy to be offended when you told me my shit wasn't right. Mm-hmm. Like, what? Like, why are you talking to me like that? Like, what? Like, I'm offended. So now I put you in a place where you don't even feel comfortable speaking to me about your desires or what would make it right when you tried to be honest, right? It's hard for men because two things that make men feel like men. Your wallet. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine.
I was like, what's up that? Okay.
Right. Your wallet, having money, and having good dick. Those are two things that make men feel like men. And I think I think those are probably the only things. It may be anything else. I'm not sure, but I believe they're all connected to having good sex, good dick, and having money. So for you to tell me that my dick ain't good is ego damaging. It is embarrassing. I think some men would say emasculating, but it isn't. But some men would say it's because you're stealing my man. Mm-hmm. I thought I was that nigga. My lady said to me once, she's like, yo, you not eating my what? I feel like you eat pussy like it's a birthday gift or something. Like every once in a while, like I get to eat pussy. And I had to think about it, and it was like, you're right. I'm sorry. I need to do better. Mm-hmm. What can I do? Do I need to do a 30-day fast? Like really just eat pussy? Like what do I need to do to get over the embarrassment? Because at the end of the day is some things aren't, you're not always right. You're not always
right.
Some things aren't, you're not always going to hit it. You're not always going to get in the pocket.
Listen, I've told friends that I'll remember the day a man told me I couldn't suck dick. That hurt my heart because the first time I heard it.
Good mouth for that though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like your whole head, you gotta suck dick head. I could tell. You can fit mad dick in your head. I'm sorry, no offense. But
I will take it as a compliment, actually.
That's your head. I can tell you, hey, head. See? Yes, you have some head on you.
So I was literally like taken back. Like, no one has ever said this. Okay. But he likes sloppy toppy. And that's just, I don't like spit. So you have to tell me that because I naturally will try to lick. I don't like the foamy. I'm a texture person.
Oh God.
So when he said it, I had to take it as a like, I can't do it. Like I had to suck it up and put on a show for this nigga. Cause I was like, you're not going to tell me that I can't suck dick. Like, you're just not going to tell me that. And
but
so
everybody likes different.
Yeah. So I think, and this was back in my 20s. That was my first time ever having to have that flip switch. Like, bitch, you can't do the same thing for everybody because he like it this way and he gonna like it this way. So, but I think even for me, I think a lot of women also feel like they got the best pussy and they do everything right, right? Because I feel like the critique of sex usually goes towards the man.
It goes towards what?
It goes towards the man in heterosexual situations.
You know, it's so funny to me. I was just talking about this with my girl today. If I don't make you come, I get shattered for it. Like, I feel like I'm just like crucified. If I don't put in the work to make you come, I feel away. You feel away. It's you are, you know what I mean? Whatever. But if I make my girl come 3 times and I don't come, I don't care that I didn't come. I am like, she's like, well, I'm like, I made you come 3 times. I'm good. You may walk away feeling like, damn, I didn't make him come. But I'm like, I feel like that nigga, I made you come 3 times. Like, yo, that's all right. When you leave, I'll watch porn. I'll feel right. It's a nut. But I made you come 3 times. I made my day. That's the difference between men and women. Mm-hmm. Women really take making their person come seriously. Like, whereas I guess it's the same thing. I feel like if I don't make you come, women feel crazy. If you don't make me come as a man, I don't judge you. Mm-hmm. I don't think like, you were horrible. You know what I'm saying?
But women will be like,
women will drag. Going back, women will drag you. You understand what I'm saying? He's a no nut connoisseur. You know what I mean?
So and I feel like too, because New York is a bit bigger than Baltimore, but I feel like Baltimore is like 2 degrees of separation here. Like
Baltimore, I fell out there. Oof, I love y'all.
Do you love Baltimore girls?
I do.
I feel like Baltimore girls are slept on, but anywho, that's another conversation.
I've done my fair of sleeping on with.
Listen, some of my listeners, their ears just perked up. Like, wait a minute, but y'all remember he got a girl. He got a girl.
I mean, we live in a poly life. We enjoying life. You can holler.
Oh, well, shoot your shot, then, bitches.
I'm saying you can holler.
Pull up, shoot your shot.
I just got today. We were having a convo about her having sex with men, and I'm just having to we're doing a play party July 23rd, and we're going to be open. We're going to be doing us. She might do her. I'm going to do me, and we're having this convo about limits and what's good and what's not. I'm not as because I think I might get turned on by it.
I think you represent like the new frontier of sexually evolved Black men, right? Like, I can't say I've ever heard a Black man say, I think I might get turned on by watching my girl be fucked by somebody else or fuck somebody else.
And I told her, because a lot of guys like, whoa, what?
Yeah, that's an immediate reaction.
Yo, each of us, we are Black men. I need you to realize that you have feelings that are valid to you that you do not need to be validated by anybody else. You do not have to fit into the statue of a Black man. That shit is nothing, because most people who try to do that have a million other thems that they do behind closed doors. Now, us growing up, I'm speaking to the Black men. Real. What's real? Real is you not being fake to whatever your desires are, whatever they are, and standing in that saying, yo, that's who I am. What I'm trying to tell y'all is, yes, me and my girl have experienced so much sexually, this, that, and the other, that I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't care. Yo, do you. You let me do me. Do you. I want to be able to provide my lady with whatever. I don't want her to have to go sneak it somewhere else and feel like another nigga treated her better somewhere else. So yes, if she needs something else, I'm gonna make sure she got that.
So how did your conversation shape up to decide to be poly? Because I've done episodes about that, had great people on discussing it, but I think people feel like, especially Black people, this is new to them, and I'm doing air quotes on new, right? And so how did you even broach that? Who brought it up? Did you bring it up? She approached you about it?
With her. The reason I brought it up is because when we first started talking 3 years ago, she told me she liked women. And I was like, yo, then you should be dating women. You know, she's like, no, but I like men. I'm like, I know. But that don't mean that you're not going to like women. Mm-hmm. And you are an individual. You are a person. Like, you are living this life. Like, this ain't the age where you're with somebody for 50 years and you got to live the way they want you to live. And that's it. That's over. It's over. The internet, as much as crazy as it sounds, changed everything.
It did.
I want you to be your best, and I want to be the person that stands by you that while you're your best. And you at your best date men and you date women because that's what you like. And let me tell you something different, something else. I'm going to provide you women. I want to bring you women. No, this ain't for me. I ain't gotta watch. I ain't gotta be involved. I want you to have your experiences. And you know, just be honest, pardon me, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Be honest with me about them. You know, that's all I really want. And I think Kanye, as crazy as he was right when he said, yo, love is cursed by monogamy. And but he says something is don't lie to me. Like, just don't lie. Be honest. When we started having those conversations, you know, we started branching off into different ways of sex and using vibrators and male sex toys and, you know, all of those type of things. And we realized that, yo, me personally at 47, I'm 47. I don't want to be single after this relationship, trying to figure it out again. I don't want to be trying to like at the bar, trying to figure out how to talk to these young girls, 13, whatever. I don't want to go through that. And I told her that early on in the relationship, I don't want to be in a relationship. But we started doing so much exploring and communicating that I kind of was like, what's the point of not being in a relationship if I'm able to have these type of experiences with my partner anyway?
That's kind of dope.
That's fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so the evolution of that now is the fact that we've been throwing sex parties. I have a sex podcast. We're doing all of these things, but we haven't really crossed into the other things. But I also told her that the thing for me is the experiences. I love the experiences. I don't need other women. You're the baddest chick probably I've ever had in my life. You look crazy, like
yeah,
crazy.
Her booty, she bad.
Crazy. Like, crazy. She's beautiful. She's like, she makes the craziest sounds in bed. She's horny all the time. She can cook her ass off. She works. She runs one of my businesses. Like, she's amazing. But the experiences is, I think, a thing that drives men. A lot of times you don't really care about these chicks that you be fucking. You just be wanting to get them in bed. And it's like, you take, you know what I mean? And then you realize, oh shit, I lied to her for like 2 weeks to get here. I just wanted, you know what I mean, to have this experience.
Wanted to fuck, yeah.
And so I explained that to my girl, like, yo, I just really want to be having experiences, whether you bring them to me or you allow me to have them or I allow you to have them and watch. You know, one time I hired some doms for her birthday to come and just work her over. And that experience is the day that I realized I want to do this for her forever. Like, I really want to, you know, have these type of experiences. So I'm sorry, I've talked for a long time. That's how we got to this point where we're like, what's next? Where are we going with this?
I think it's always cool for me talking to people who kind of put the rules away, right? Like, I feel like monogamy is not normal. It's just popular, right? Like, and I feel like as the more people see examples of this and how it plays out and what it looks like, I feel like they would be willing to explore that themselves.
It's society's judgment. It's the judgment. There's a million things that you might want to do, right? Like, say my hair. I always wanted to see what I look like with blonde hair.
Do it.
Chris Brown with that shit. I was like, yo, I want
not breezy.
But I got to walk around outside in Brooklyn.
That's real.
And I'm like, that judgment, that fear of what people are going to say, walking into work, walking down the block, going in the corner store, you just like, yo, you know what? You know, I got waves instead. You know what? Let me just keep these little waves right here. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? The society's judgment runs everything. Mm-hmm. And now I'm not the kind of guy to tell you monogamy isn't the thing, because the thing can change. You can be monogamous with one person because that's how you feel with that person. And the next person be like, yo, let's be poly. Let's have these experiences.
Absolutely.
And you could go back to monogamy, right? The thing is that people say, this is the way. And that's just not true. It's just not, no matter what we're talking about. You might like your eggs sunny side up. I don't fuck with that. I need my scrambled hard. That's how I eat my shit. You understand what I'm saying? You might like ox or whatever the fuck they be putting on your bagel. I need mines with butter and a little bit of strawberry jam. That's how I eat. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
we all lox. That's what it's called, lox, not ox. But everybody's different. Tastes change, feelings change, people change, and we should be allowing people the space to do so. The problem is society says you have to be right here.
In this rigid hole, and this is all you can do. Yeah.
That's it. And to me, that's what I'm fighting. To me, that's why I'm saying fuck everybody. Fuck what they think. I don't care. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. You don't have to fuck with me. I'm okay. I have my plants. Look at I have plants. I don't need you, nigga.
How is Gucci doing?
Gucci died.
No, Gucci ain't make it.
Nah, Gucci died.
You tried.
Plants is going through it. I think your plants live through the shit that you're going through. So when you're going through some shit, they going through some shit. So
that's real. It's funny. I'm not a plant mom, and I was going to start, but I do. I don't even think I've shared this story on the podcast. I had I do real Christmas trees every year. Mm-hmm. I got COVID right before Christmas. So I had the heat in this, I had the chills. I had the heat in this motherfucker on like 85. It was a fucking infestation in my Christmas tree. And it was praying mantises everywhere.
What?
In my house.
What?
And thank God my best friend was here. They were just hatching. They were like this little, like they were baby, but they were everywhere. They were all over the walls in here. Christmas tree, had to throw it. Like it was a whole ordeal.
I just want to know, did you actually hatch them with the heat?
I think so, because where the tree is, it was a vent right there.
So you would like their mama's vagina.
Yo, nigga.
Because don't they sit on them to hatch? So you made it their mama's vagina's heat in there. That's how hot that shit was. That shit was 98.7.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck in here. Because I was so cold. I was like, I just had the chills really bad when I had COVID.
Oh my God.
But it was praying mantises every fucking where.
How'd you get
so now I'm so terrified. Somebody gave me a plant because my grandfather died a couple months ago. And a motherfucking something flew up out that shit. I threw it away. I said, I got traumatized. I'm not ready for plants because I thought about them goddamn mantises. I couldn't sleep for like 2 days.
Yeah, I think that these plants represent something. I think they represent growth, softness, sensuality. In my life, I think they say something about where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, you really tend to them.
I would never did this years ago. Never. I'd have been dapping my blunts in the fucking ashes.
That's what we call growth, yo. That's what we call growth. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you this. So I play this game, Would You Rather, on Wednesdays on Instagram.
I'm with it.
So would you rather have your sex tape leak or your nudes leak?
Sex tape. I'm a grower, not a shower.
And you answered why?
I busting ass, and I'm a show. Okay, they call this that. Listen, I'm about my business. You understand? And yes,
okay.
You said it earlier that I seem to enjoy my partner's pleasure. I am a person that can watch almost any type of porn that I can see face. I need to see the face. I need to see that you're enjoying what's going on. I need to see. So when I'm having sex with somebody, I need to know you're enjoying it. Otherwise, I can't enjoy it. I don't nut until I hear you. Then I'm like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Because I do my shit because I realized you was really enjoying it. So
what's
I get to it.
So if I grabbed your phone or your iPad, because you were the nigga, it was you. It just triggered. It made me buy that iPad
Yes,
pillow holder.
yes,
That shit is clutch as fuck.
Shit on my bed right now. That shit right on my bed. I don't know if you can see back there. That shit on my bed right now.
That shit is clutch as fuck. So if I grabbed your iPad right now, what porn category would I find?
That's nasty. I mean, it's his son fucking his mom's.
You're into those videos?
I'm into some nasty shit. I ain't gonna lie. I've watched every single type. I don't care what it is. I watched hentai today. I watched maybe porn maybe for about an hour of my day today. I'm a very, very horny person.
Okay. So have you watched like porn with trans people?
Yep.
That shit fucked me up. And this not a fuck up bad thing. I think it was just very like, it was a visual feast to see I guess that's a trans woman. Yeah, she saw the dick. So it was a trans woman with these big ass period titties. And it was a pretty ass dick. And she's getting fucked.
Black trans girls, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be like, yo, this bitch is an Amazon. Like, this bitch is Fudanari. Crazy. It started with me watching that because I'm a person that likes people being pleased. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about for me. Like, I don't categorize where that stops. I like seeing people get pleased. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. So my thing with that was, I think I watched a video where she was having sex with a trans lady who was having sex with a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Or something. It was 3 of them. And I was like,
yeah, no, that was so fascinating because it was so many pieces. Like, she's getting fucked, but then somebody was sucking her dick, and it was just a lot happening.
And the thing that's crazy is when they nutted, when the dude's fucking the trans girl, and then she starts nutting, I'm just like, oh, this is wow. But at the end of the day, you know, I've watched a lot of different shit. I've watched old ladies. One of my favorite nutting videos is an old couple. They got to be like 78, 80 years old.
You like geriatric porn?
If I show you this porn,
you have to text me the link.
You're gonna grab your bullet.
You're gonna have to text me the link.
If I show you this, I'm telling you right now, I put it in my favorite, so I have it.
Geriatric porn. That's one category I have not gone to.
Came so hard. You rewind this shit about 3 or 4 times because
it's an old man too.
You can't see him. All you see is you know it's her because her pussy look old.
What does an old pussy look like? I can't say that I've seen an old one. It just looks like saggy, foldy,
like the legs,
wrinkly.
You know? It's just not. It's not it. It's not.
It's the gravity pulling.
Not something that you. Yeah, and that's another thing. I watch a lot of porn of things that I would never have sex with. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just the excitement. And she came, and she squirted, and you knew it was a real squirt. A lot of y'all ladies be trying to squirt, and y'all be peeing. No offense. Hey, it is what it is. No, some squirt is squirt.
Some squirt is squirt. They gotta take class.
Sexual Essential.
Yes.
She's who gave me this pillow right here. Sex is Essential. She's amazing. She really knows what she's talking about.
She really does.
A lot of women force pee out. So a lot of times you have a sex and your body's supposed to shut down the area where your pee comes out or whatever. But if you lose control,
you do. Yeah, because it feels like you're about to pee sometimes. So yeah.
You shoot the pee. But on the other hand, there are women that do squirt secretion that is in a space right above the bladder, and it's squirt. This woman in particular. Now, me personally, hey, listen to what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't care if it's pee or squirt. You just
I don't care. I'm here to tell you, I don't care.
Tahoe is a nasty nigga. We got it.
I put my tongue in your butt. I chew on whatever dingleberry you got, spit it right out, keep going. I don't care. We're here for the business. There's business to be taken care of. I ain't got time to be doing all that.
That is commendable.
I ain't got time for all that. But some people can really, really squirt. She squirted, and then after she squirted, she tried to put it in, but she was shaking too much. Once he put it in, she like stiffened up. She's like, oh! And then she went hard with Ryder. He said, pop, 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 pop. I was like, ah!
Nope. I gotta see it. You gotta send the link.
You old. Oh. Anyway.
That is, geriatric porn. That's a new one for me.
Yo, listen.
I do feel like I need to do that a bit more. I feel like I've only watched myself on video with one particular person. And I feel like I've had some sexual experiences with others that were definitely watchable. And I feel like that's something I need to do. Like I should record them a bit more.
Yeah, my girl said that. Oh, we used to, it's funny. When you get into relationships and you get into the routine. Mm-hmm. She's like, what happened? We used to send each other nudes. We should send each other videos. It's crazy because I am against right now. I do not want to start having sex in the bed anymore.
Why? What do you have against the bed? It's just too mundane.
No, I love the bed, but you're in a relationship for 3-4 years.
You're most likely going to do it in the bed. Got you.
And you want your girl walking to work the next day like, he fucked this shit out of me. You want her to
flashback.
You don't want her looking at the dude on the train like, oh yeah, his shit hanging. And it's not that you don't, because of course they do, but you want her to be thinking about you when it comes to your creativity, the things that you do to her. You want her, like, it's not that she's not going to notice other people. Mm-hmm. We're all going to notice other people, but you don't want her wanting or feeling like it's routine, feeling like, because we all have needs, wants, sexual expressions. You want to be open for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm laying in the bed all the time and I'm hitting it from the back, I'm going missionary, I'm hitting it from the side, I don't want her thinking like, yo, that nigga looked like he could, if I was on the train rails, he was just plowing me, that was nice. No, I want to be a nigga that took on the train and knocked her shit down on the rail. I don't know. I'm just saying.
You just want her to have pussy flashbacks of you.
I want to be everything when it comes to my lady, when it comes to those things, even if I'm providing other niggas to do it. Because I know another nigga wouldn't do that.
That is
one of
not debatable.
Of late is her giving me head, and I'm in the play party. We're doing a play party. I told you that. And I call a nigga from the cross room, yo, put him in the comment. Yo, fuck her real quick for me while I'm getting head.
So we also had...
You all right?
Majesty. I might have to make a call after this. We also had Majesty from the Fun Sexual on, and she was talking about play party. She did like a play party 101.
And she's really good at it too. She's really, really good at it. And
I think the part that people miss is that you can go and you don't really have to do anything.
You don't have to perform. You don't have to. No, you don't. With the one I'm doing, and I think Maj is great at this too. I'm providing other things for you to do. So we're doing intimacy workshops. We're doing breath play tutorials or asphyxiation, like learning how to choke. Because even me, I'm scared. I'm still scared to choke. I might choke, but I know I'm not going crazy. And some women like going crazy. They want your shit. So we have people that's there to do that. We have intimacy wrestling. And then we have like a glory hole that we're setting up. We have the fuck machine. So you can just sit there with your own, the fuck machine comes with its own vibrator and the vibrator controls the fuck machine. So you can just do that. You can just sit there and do that. Or you can just be a voyeur. You could just be a voyeur. You just sit there and watch. You know what I mean?
You get very turned on by watching all this shit, y'all. And some people like that to know that someone's watching.
Your shit be dripping. Drip. You heard? And you go home and you jerk off. You know, it's funny because normally when I'm at a play party, I don't have my best sex. I have my best sex when I get home from the play party.
Okay.
So, you have your fun, you watch, and it's just like watching porn and all that. And then you and her walk in the door, and you just put your dick dead in her ass. Like, nah, it's on for about an hour and change. You fucking, because you just got to let out all of that sexual energy that you just ingested from this place.
So how long does your play party, is it going to last? Like time frame wise, for somebody who's like, I'm listening, I'm interested, I want to go.
What do you mean how long does it last? Like the time of the...
Yeah.
Doors open at 8. It starts at 10. It like officially starts at 10. The classes, the workshops, you could do whatever you want from 8 to 10. But and then open. So the workshops are breath play, asphyxiation play, the intimacy workshops. And then at 12, we start the open play, and that's until 4. So you can do whatever you want from 12 to 4. You can just watch, you can play, you can go to the glory hole, you can use the fuck machine. We have a lot of body work. We have a lot of body workers that are coming, and body workers are people that massage you, that spank you, that do BDSM. Actually, my chiropractor is coming as a body worker.
Let me tell you, my mother set me up with one of them Instagram massages.
Ciao. This nigga.
I would not be filmed, but I definitely would do it again because he literally rubbed everything but my clit. And I was like, God damn.
He said he's doing it all.
Yeah. I was like,
he's doing it all, but I said, and are you okay with women touching you, doing things to you while you do your job? He said, I like that. I want that. So while he's massaging you, you can actually like suck his dick, or somebody else can come and be sucking his shit while he's doing you. So he's not only a chiropractor, he's also a masseuse. So, I'm like,
well, it sounds like a good time. So this will be dropping the week before this is dropping Monday. So how can they get tickets? Is it still tickets to get?
Email hard or soft pod, pod @gmail.com. We'll send you a vetting form. And after we vet you, we check your social media, we check the type of person you are, we watch your tweets, your Instagram, whatever it is, right? Ask you certain questions that you ask, that you answer, and see if you're good fit for the crowd. Because not everybody can be in there. I've had dudes come in there, they're drunk, they're sipping Hennessy and all. I don't even want nobody that drinks Hennessy. I don't want nobody to drink Hennessy, because Hennessy is a drink that takes over who you are.
Yeah.
Women need to feel safe. And as a man throwing one, I have women that run it, but as a man throwing one, I always want to make sure that I'm looking out for the ladies, because niggas, we can do whatever we want anytime. We all right. You know what I'm saying? We think about our knuckles or our gun, knife, whatever, to protect us. Women don't have that. Mm-hmm. And in a sexual space, anything can happen to violate a woman. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas is cringy. Niggas, I remember.
Say it again, niggas is cringy.
Niggas, because we don't know how to act. And it's not that we mean to be that way, but we don't think women first when we move. Right? Mm-hmm. So we're just like, yo, you here to play party, you here to fuck. Yeah, but that's just not how you talk to her. She might have fucked 4 or 5 people. That don't mean that's just how you come at her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to make her feel like a lady. You still got to make her feel important. Your own idea of sex and dirty and whatever, a freak, host, quote, whore, slut, whatever, is getting in the way of you accepting this person as a sexual being. And so now you come at her like, yo, what up? You grab her ass. Why would you grab her ass? Why would you just grab her ass? You don't know this person from nowhere. So the job for men and for any curator of these spaces is to make sure that you invite people in that are respectful. Mm-hmm. I'm having a Zoom class for men the days before the play party, so that we can talk about how to approach women, how to accept. I love
this rules of engagement.
Huh?
It's like rules of engagement.
Yeah, but also it's because I feel like Black men are misunderstood. I feel like the world grooms us to be hard, but then condemns us for being hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we don't know. It's not like we want to be the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? But we've been raised to be that way. And if not, then you're a sucker, or you are, a lot of homophobia, whatever. So you try to present yourself in a way like you can't play with me, but you can't code switch a lot of times when that's how you've been your whole life. So my thing is to have the Zoom for guys and say, okay, in this situation, what would you do? Wait, this is how you address that. This is how you do that and the other. And I think it's good for them because they get more play. They don't look at it as creepy. And it's good for the women too, because they don't feel as.
I absolutely love that though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
All right. I do this thing called the breakdown. So I'm just going to say a word. You just say the first thing that comes to mind. It could be a sound. It could be a phrase. You make lovely sounds. You should do like, have you heard that app? Like you should read, like really get paid for it though. Cause I know you do the erotica stuff, but you like really should get paid for it.
Yeah. You tell me all the time.
All right. First one, Black women.
Sexy.
Play parties. You thinking real hard.
Energy.
Spit.
My dick.
Bondage.
Tickle.
Pussy.
Fire.
Floggers.
I got 6 of them.
Ooh. Last one. I don't even think we talked about this. Anal.
Send that. Send that. However you want it. Me and yours and mine. Send it. Send it. And I ain't really, it's crazy because people like, oh, pegging. I feel like if you can accept the fact that this is a hole that has an erotic zone, that's cool. I'm not into being pegged because I'm not a submissive. Mm-hmm. I'm not submissive. Period. That's just it. But my girl was tonguing my shit down the other day, jerking my shit. She was in there. I'm like, this. Oh shit! Like, yo. And it's because I'm so comfortable with her, I don't think about the judgment part.
Yeah.
And there is an erotic zone there. So she going hand with this and she tonguing the other shit with that. And the fact that she going so hard got me like twisted in the bed, like, oh shit. But I think there is a thing that needs to be addressed with women and men's ass. Y'all got a problem. Y'all need to stop. Everybody's not into it. Every anxiety for women, anxiety for men exists the same way it exists for women as well. If a guy is not into it, why are you trying to force it on him?
Don't keep doing it. Yeah.
Why are you trying to force it on him? If that's not his thing, like you baby
and
steps.
You can tell, even without a guy saying it, you can tell, right? So if you're giving head and you going down to the gooch and you feel the booty cheeks going, then you know
that shit crunch around your
like stop.
But women have this thing. Oh, but that's when your prostate is. Oh, it's gotta feel good. It don't feel. If I'm anxiety, if a woman's feeling anxious, her pussy dries right up, just like that. And it don't matter that it's supposed to get wet. It don't matter that she like fucking you or she likes sex, whatever. If she feels tense or whatever, pussy dries right up. It's the same thing about a guy. I'm not saying his asshole dries up. I'm saying that he is not going to enjoy this experience if he's guarded like that. If he don't trust you like that. Don't try to force. And then even if a dude does, everybody don't like everything. Just understand that every single body don't like everything. So
it's okay.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying? You try it, it don't work, leave it.
Because I am somebody like that. Like I remember the first time a nigga ate my ass, and I was like, "Oh, this is what we're doing now." Like I didn't know how to feel about it.
Did you enjoy it? Because anxiety can stop you from enjoying it.
And so that's the thing. I think that first time I was so like, what the fuck is happening that I couldn't let go. Like
there's shit swirling around you.
So I was just like, what is going on?
You're like, is that my butt?
But I will say with this same person though, he really gave me an appreciation for anal that I did not have. So I ain't fuck with the tongue, but his big ass dick could go in my booty. Like that, that was okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's the ultimate, man. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun with sex.
And that's the way you should do it. I think that's why I enjoy following you, because you follow so many men who think eating pussy is freaky and out there. And it's like, so to see a Black man who is hosting sex party or play parties and using vibrators and male sex toys, that's flames to me. So,
yo, I am, I will say this. I'm older. I've gotten to the point where I realize the reason I'm okay with doing a lot of the things is because I don't go around a bunch of niggas every day that I'm worried about how they feel about who I am. Mm-hmm. I'm me by myself. I'm always by myself. I don't worry about what my brother's going to say. I'm an only child. I don't worry about what my friends are going to say. I don't have many friends who don't serve a certain purpose in my life. I am a family-oriented guy that has a dark side in his personal life. Or even if it's dark, quote unquote, dark, quote unquote, because I actually like purple. So it's light purple. So anyway, yeah, I don't feel the need to subscribe to what other people do. I just don't. And I think that a lot of us do. A lot of us say, yo, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck.
But you do.
Because everybody else is going to accept me not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
So you do.
You do.
You know what I'm saying? Not giving a fuck sometimes means you give a fuck.
Yeah.
Which is a bar. People not even going to understand that. Not giving a fuck about what everybody else is going to say because you care about some shit. You understand what I'm saying?
You still care about the perception, right? Like, I need to be perceived this way.
The image is everything, especially the Black men and then Black women too, because a lot of Black women push homophobia. They're scared of what people are going to say. If they accept some shit.
Yeah, because it's definitely double standard. And I think Sheikah and I talked about that on the episode about would we date bisexual men? And it's definitely a level of toxicity there that needs to be unlearned, I think, for a lot of Black women, and myself included, because I can say it, but I'm like, in practice, would I?
I feel like women themselves, y'all just been in competition your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a good point, actually.
I think the idea of dating a bisexual man isn't about him liking dudes. For a lot of women because a lot of women who date, who have gay friends or accept gayness, whatever.
Yeah,
they still with bisexual.
You hit the nail on the head. It's the competition.
And it's because the competition.
I got to worry about bitches and niggas.
I can't compete with that. I don't want to have to worry about when you going out with your friends, is you getting your dick sucked or you getting fucked or whatever, or you fucking somebody, especially because the gay community, especially men, are very sex. Sex is hey,
important.
They gonna fuck something. You know what I'm saying? So now, do I have to worry about you having that desire and I'm home waiting for you, or I'm up with my girls and you up doing you? I think the competition factor is just too much.
No, I think you hit the nail on the head with that. Like, I got to worry about niggas and bitches versus just worrying about these bitches. So
I think that's a big deal.
I do too. Well, Tahoe, if you could tell everyone where they can find you on social media, where they can listen to your podcasts.
My name personally is Tahoe_TV. I'm an Instagram personality. I talk a lot of shit.
He is a personality.
I have a good time. In my stories, you can go check that out, or you can see some of the videos I do. But I also do 2 podcasts. One is called So Shameless Podcast. So Shameless. Shame has an E, not shameless. It's shame. It's like no shame. Where me and my brother, my friend, DJ Trauma, NYC, speak and try to convince this young lady, Miss Daja Bell, that she ain't right all the time, but she's always right. And it's a really good conversation. We talk about the urban culture. We talk about life. We talk about relationships. And we do it in a way that's very entertaining. Now, I also have a podcast about sex. It's called Hard or Soft. And I invite people from the sex world, whether they are dominatrices, whether they squirt a lot, whether they are pets. They might believe that they might like being a cat or might like being a dog or an alligator or whatever. And we talk about their kinks. We talk about the things that they do in their lives. We talk about being polyamorous. Mm-hmm. And we also talk about me and my relationship and the things that we do. So that's Hard or Soft Podcasts. All of these things are on all streaming platforms. You can find us on YouTube if you want to watch. If you want to watch, if you're a voyeur for a podcast.
Go and watch. Get on YouTube, subscribe. So I'll be sure to link those in the show notes. And Tahoe, I'm so happy that I was able to finally have you here. Oh, are you coming to my New York show?
I am coming to your New York show. I'd love to be a guest, by the way. So if you have any, if you want to, call me up. But I want to tell you something. Okay. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, because I had to reach out to you. I had to tell Sheik. I was like, yo, tell her, let me on her show. Don't be afraid to reach out, man. These people, fuck them. Fuck podcasters.
Some people be on their Hollywood shit, right?
Fuck and them. So I'm not, I'm an anti-podcaster person. I don't like most of them. And I feel like we've gotten to the point where we've built our heads up to think we're that important. We're just regular people with something to say.
Just regular fucking people
with something to say.
You have way bigger of a following than I do, and it freaks me out when I go out here when people are like, "Oh my God, that's Boonie."
Yes,
that is hard to understand. Like, I appreciate it, but then a part of me is like, "Who's calling my name?" Right? So it is very cool. I do love it. So I can only imagine somebody with your size platform.
Happens to me almost every day. And I really enjoy it. But I still tell most people, like, I'm just a human being. Can you take a picture of me? Why not? I love that. You know what I'm saying? I think that we need to feel more comfortable sharing with each other. We have a great thing going on with this podcast and YouTube thing. And we need to build each other up. And so I'm here to help whoever I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take no sweat off my back to do so. I don't have an overinflated sense of self. I shit just like everybody else.
But a lot of people don't, which is the part that is kind of gross about it. So, well, look, I'm going to text you. We'll talk offline. But again, I really do appreciate you doing this.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. That is it for season 11 of the Boonie Breakdown podcast. I want to thank Tahoe so much for coming on and being a guest. And y'all heard him. I'm letting y'all know in this episode, the new flyer for New York is dropping. I think it will be amazing. And I told him this to have him playing against our problematic fave, Brian. So I think adding Tahoe to this lineup creates a different texture for this show, a different conversation, and I am excited about it. So again, you can get your tickets to the Boonie Breakdown live in New York by heading over to thebooниebreakdown.com/live. It is linked in the show notes. It's in my Instagram bio link, all of that shit. It's so many places, ways you can get to that site to get the tickets. But I am really looking forward to this New York show. Be sure to support our sponsor, Dane Products. You can use the code Boonie10 to save 10% on your purchase over there. So, all right, we're wrapping up. I'm for real taking a break now for the summer. Baltimore, I will see you this Saturday, July 23rd. New York, we're there August 13th. We'll be back for season 12 after Labor Day in September. And so that is it. All right. I am so excited. I can't wait to do these live shows this summer. I can't wait to see all of you great folks out there. And also, we got some new shit coming, new merch and all that great stuff. So, I'll see y'all on the other side. But if you enjoyed this episode, I encourage you to listen and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or your favorite apps. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review. You might just hear a review on the next episode. Follow us on all social media. Share the episode with those you love, those you don't love, those you fucking hate. I don't make these pretty images for nothing, okay? Have a dope-ass next couple weeks. Stay healthy, safe, and sane. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you for listening. And remember, the ratchet in me always honors the motherfucking ratchet in you. Until next time.